Hello guys and girls and welcome back to whatever the fuck this is. And today we're going to talk about shoutouts and why they can be one of the best and one of the worst things for your channel. So anyway, fuck. Totally forgot I was vlogging then. What an ass. Anyway, let's talk about shoutouts. That's what it was about, wasn't it? It was about shoutouts. So let's talk about them. So, as a YouTube creator, you will inevitably get lots of these comments on your videos. It's asking for shoutouts. And while the reasoning behind asking for a shoutout is pretty simple and pretty obvious to people, you know, all you're doing is asking for a helping hand. What you're doing when you ask for a shoutout is you will instantly get the backup of someone. You know, it just annoys people now, asking for shoutouts. And people still do it, but all you're doing is you're alienating yourself from the community by doing it, as well as asking for sub. It's along the same sort of lines, you know. Asking for shoutouts is just frowned upon, you know. And I'm just putting this out there for people that think, well, I'm a small channel, I'm a bit struggling, I'm just going to ask some bigger channels for shoutouts and maybe they'll help me out. All you're doing is you're alienating yourself from those creators. And for a lot of people, they'll go and ask just about anyone for a shoutout. You know, they'll just go on any channel and ask for a shoutout. They won't go to people who are in at least the same genre or niche on YouTube as them. They'll just go to anyone. Like, I got some dude from a gaming channel asking me for a shout. Oh, why am I going to give you a shout out? You're not even in the same category. Not as in categories in sub level, but you're not in the same categories in what we talk about. So it is the problem. If I give, or a big creator, not even me, I'm not going to relate it to me. If a big creator gives you a shout out and you're not even related to them, then it's going to serve zero purpose because that creator's demographic is completely different from yours. You know, people go to a channel and watch content for a certain reason. What to talk about in this vlog up here? I know, right? Selling, baby. People go to certain channels and certain creators for certain types of content, and if that creator then shouts you out and you don't do similar things to them, then they're not going to stick around, you know. They might shout you out, but it's not going to be of zero benefit to you. And it even happens in the same category as you. I'm not just talking about people who are talking about the same category, about different categories. I'm talking about people in the same genre as you, you know. Shoutouts don't really work that much. They will get people in, and if it's a big creator to give you a shoutout, you will maybe get a few hundred people in. Depends how big they are and how much they've sold you, I suppose. But you might get some people in, but will they keep on coming back and watching your stuff? Here's the thing, you know. When you subscribe to a channel, you make it kind of an emotional investment towards it. You know, you're dedicating your time to watching that channel, and it's about a built-up relationship and that sort of stuff. But someone's just giving you a shout out and they hit subscribe, they've not made that connection with you. They're not on the same wavelength as you, and they've not got used to who you are or what you're about. You know what I mean? They've not made that human connection with you, so they're less likely to come back, and it'll just be an empty number. And eventually YouTube, well, people debate about this, but I think YouTube unsubs people from channels that they are no longer active on. You know, I think this happens. I think it happens. They'll say we'd never unsub you from channels, but I think it happens. But anyway, shoutouts can be great. Shoutouts can be great as long as you're relevant to the person who's shouting you out, as long as you're doing similar sort of stuff to them, as long as the audience is similar, then it can be a good thing and it can get people over to you. But then that will most likely lead to a collaboration, and collaborations are a whole different thing from shoutouts. You know, collaborations are can be a goldmine for subscribers and growing your channel. Whereas shoutouts, they're like throwaway things. Yeah, shoutouts aren't that great, you know. But people think they are. People think they're fantastic. Don't ask for shoutouts. If people want to shout you out, then that's great. Let them do it on their own. Let them find your content useful enough that they warrant, you know, saying your channel or your name or praising you a little bit, you know, because that shout out then is genuine rather than a fake one. I mean, you see it all over YouTube as well, where people like, they'll do videos where they do shout out videos or something like that, or win a shout out, and it's like, oh, it's such an empty promise. It's such an empty giveaway, an empty prize, because of the reasons like I said before. You know, it's such an empty prize, but people do it and people fall for it because people want to grow their channel. But you don't grow your channel from shoutouts, you grow it from slow, steady growth. I know it's boring, right? Even viral hits can't help you these days. Yeah, anyway, that is shoutouts. Don't ask for them, be given them when people find your stuff, your content of value. That's what it is. Focus on providing value to people and they will shout you out if they want to. There we go. So yeah, have you guys ever asked for shoutouts? I don't think I have. Some motovloggers do the big subscriber spotlights, which is great, you know, but even those spotlights they will lead to subscribers, but maybe not to keeping people in again, just kind of like a shout out. Yeah, it's a little bit empty, but anyway, that's just my thoughts on that. So what are your guys' thoughts on it? Let me know below in the comments. Shoutouts, yay or nay? If you had a shout out and it's really helped your channel, if so, who was it? Why did they shout you out? Let me know below. Great to hear your thoughts on this. And other creators, go check out the comments below, what people leave. There we go. But if you like this video and got something from it, hit that like button for me. If you really like this content and want to see more on YouTube, how to grow your channel, improve it, etc, etc, click on tap that subscribe button right there. If you want to see another video of mine straight away, check it out right there. That one's just for you. But for now, I'd say peace the fuck out.